Hello, Martin. Can you hear
Can you
me?
hear me? Because your voice is interrupted. Maybe some problem with connection. Hello?
Yeah, I
Hello?
think me.
Oh, no,
Yes, I
now
can
it's
hear you. Can
great.
you hear me?
Yes. Now it's
All right, great.
better. Okay, Gabriel, thanks that you connect. Let's I give you the goal of our conversation. I'm the
Mhm.
founder of fintech startup, and we are trying to solve problems in fintech in e-commerce area. We are trying to help buyers to pay a Chinese producer seamless and easily. And therefore, we are trying to collect problems which buyers to face too. And yeah, this subject of our conversation. I am CEO of the Lemons. Nice to meet you, Gabriel.
Thank you.
Can you please explain what do you work, where do you work for, which company do you work for, and what is your main responsibilities?
Okay, so I am a front-end developer and a product designer, and
Yeah.
currently I'm doing a lot of freelance work. I'm actually not obligated to any company right now. So basically, I have a few contracts going on currently. Uh, yes, so that's what I do. So I specialize in actually product
Yes.
design and front end design development. That's what I do.
Yes. Okay, great. When we talked with you on LinkedIn, you said that you gave some information about how buyers to pay through agent to Chinese suppliers. Can you say, please,
Yes.
where did you get this experience? Why do you understand this space?
Okay. I'm currently in Nigeria. We we try as much as possible to shop from AliExpress and Alibaba.
As
So one of the
personal,
major,
as
yeah,
individual, right?
you said?
You bought some goods from Alibaba,
Yes,
AliExpress as individuals for
yes,
your personal goal,
yes.
not as a business, right?
No, not as a business, as
Okay.
personally. As a business, I was going to invest in a sock business. So I was looking for a supplier, but this is the major issue, trying to pay the supplier and having my goods delivered.
Okay.
So that's
Can
the
you
major problem.
can you talk about your experience? How did you find supplier? What's the problem did you face too?
Okay, so I went on Alibaba and I searched out a couple of sock manufacturers for the amount of quantity I'm looking to produce, which is about from 500 to 1,000 quantity. I was able to find somebody. So I requested for videos, business documentations. So I get to verify that business if the business is real, right? And then the payment was made directly to that supplier to create that. So one of the major issues is establishing trust between a buyer and a supplier. Initially, Alibaba. I don't think they have this escrow. On PayPal years ago, there used to be an escrow feature. If the supplier doesn't supply the goods, he doesn't get the money. So once the goods leave the supplier, he can get access to the money, or he gets part of the money, and once he's done with the supply, he gets the other amount of the money. So that's one way we go. So sometimes because of non-escrow feature on Alibaba. Some of us have to pay via PayPal, which means that I can get requests for my money back if I do not get what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, that's the major challenge we're facing right now, is being able to pay and receive goods and establish trust with the suppliers, because we don't see these people. They're far away in China. And so because of that, we can't really buy in bulk or buy what we need to buy. We always have to look for an intermediary to help us facilitate that purchase.
Did you pay Chinese suppliers through Alibaba, through Alipay?
No, I pay via PayPal.
Huh?
I pay via PayPal.
PayPal. Why
Yeah.
did you decided to use PayPal
Uh,
except
because
Alipay?
I can get yes, I can get my money back. I have a money back guarantee on PayPal. That's one. And then there's an escrow feature on PayPal also. And
Producer provides this opportunity to use PayPal and to use escrow from PayPal. Was it possible to use PayPal for this reason?
PayPal, with even if the supplier gets the money and doesn't pay, PayPal can refund me. Although the PayPal charges are very expensive, but it is one of the safest bets. I don't have to wait for the I don't have to wait for the clients to refund. I can get my money back. However,
What the
yeah.
commission was on PayPal?
I think the commission is I think if not less than, I think 0.5%. I think around
5%.
0.5%. No, 0.5 or 0.7%, I think.
7.
And then you have 0.7 or 0.5%. And then you have to so there's a PayPal conversion rate, which may be different from the available market rate by a couple of dollars. So PayPal might offer you for every naira, PayPal might offer, for every dollar I buy with a naira, PayPal might offer me lesser. So it's better off if I use TransferWise or other services, because they have better rates compared to PayPal.
What's the conversion rate on TransferWise compared with PayPal?
Okay, so Wise uses a market-to-market rate. So $1 to 1 naira, $1 to naira right now is 700 and
50,
70.
70.
770, yes. But on PayPal it could be 810.
810. It's about
So
it's more than 5%, I suppose. About.
yes, So PayPal, but obviously we just have to make losses that way without actually thinking about it.
And but you decided to use PayPal. Can you say please how the payment process was look like? You needed to first top up PayPal by dollar or by naira. Where did you convert naira to dollar? On
Okay,
PayPal?
so PayPal is not allowed in Nigeria, but because I've lived and I've worked and lived abroad. I worked in Singapore for a bit, and I worked in the Philippines. So I have my PayPal, which is registered to the UK.
Using.
Yeah, so I could always transfer money from like an international bank account into it. So I could take my naira here, send it to my bank account in the UK, or my bank account in the Philippines or in Singapore, and then convert that money and send it back to myself on PayPal.
Why did you decide to use PayPal and don't and didn't to use Alipay? Because I know that most buyers to use Alipay for paying producer, Chinese producer.
So this is the thing. Alipay is not the documentation process for Alipay is not as much as PayPal. PayPal has a much more trusted name. Alipay is much more dominant in Asia.
Yes.
So it's not geared towards the African market. So
Yes.
Africans don't understand that Alipay benefits them. Do you understand my point? So
You
there's
mean
no,
it's not popular? It's not such
it's not
popular as
popular.
PayPal.
Yes. And so I don't want to be able to, like for PayPal, whether or not the merchant refunds the money, I get my money back. But do I have to wait till the merchant refunds the money on Alipay before I get my money? So these are the things people are looking at. How fast can I get my money? How fast can I get customer service if there's a problem? These are the things we're looking at. So Alipay is geared towards the Chinese market and towards the Southeast Asian market. Without proper information and documentation in the African market, I feel it's not going to be popular.
Understand. Okay. How often did you import goods from China? How often did you do it?
Depends, because apparently, if I find a better alternative to shopping and paying in China, I would import every 2 months. But now it could be once in 6 months or even once in a year because
Are
of
you
how
importing at the moment as well?
I am supposed to import a new batch of socks, customized design socks. But I haven't done it because of this certain things. The dollar market is still a bit volatile. So anything we're purchasing right now is for double the price, which doesn't guarantee sales. That's the major problem. So everything is on pause right now until we acclimatize with the new dollar system and the dollar market. Because if you know, we were using a two-system rate in Nigeria, but now it's a unified rate. So dollar is at its highest right now. So if I buy batch of socks and I can't sell it, and then tomorrow it comes down, I'm losing money.
Okay. How did you choose producer or supplier on Alibaba, or did you find something else?
No, I found on Alibaba. This is how I find producers and suppliers. I look at the reviews from people. I connect with them on either WhatsApp or WeChat, and I have them send me videos and documentation of the factories. And then I can go online and just search those names to make sure they've not been tagged as fraud or fraudulent. That's how I choose suppliers on Alibaba.
Did you work all the time with one supplier, one producer, or did you change it all the time? Maybe did you change
No.
it?
I've just worked with one
Which
supplier. Once I find one
which one?
supplier, I work with that supplier.
Okay. What payment method did you use all the time? Did you use a PayPal always for
PayPal.
paying this? PayPal all the
PayPal.
time.
Yes.
And pay about 17% for this transaction.
As at then, the market value was favorable, so even paying as that amount of money, I wasn't going to feel it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But now that's just me throwing money down the drain. And
Why did you
the same
continue?
thing other Nigerians are complaining about. Even if we get to see things in local naira, it's still expensive.
Why didn't you use TransferWise? Because you mentioned that there are more better exchange rates. Why didn't you use TransferWise for paying?
So this is the thing. If I'm going to use TransferWise, it means that I have to pay directly to their bank account.
Yes.
Do you understand? And
Yes.
China has a bunch of limitations when it comes to money.
Uh-huh.
So the supplier would always opt out for the best method that they think they can get access to their money. So their money doesn't get flagged or get tagged as money laundering or whatnot. So most likely it's not just my call, it's the call of the buyer and the supplier. We have to come to an agreement. Okay, this is the best way I think I can pay you, and this is the best way I think I can receive it. So if there's an intermediary that facilitates that whole process, it makes it easier for both parties to be able to do business.
Was it important for you to make transfer quickly?
Yes, it was very important because without the money, they don't start the process. They don't start processing anything.
Because did you need to get goods as quickly as possible ASAP? Correct.
Yes.
To start selling it.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you work with agents? Because you mentioned in our conversation that you talked about the scam which involved in communication with the agent. Do you have experience working with the agent before?
What agent are we talking about?
Yeah, did you work with the agent which helps to make payment to the Chinese producer? Yeah,
No, no,
and
no, 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 no. I didn't work with the agents. I
ah,
spoke directly. I spoke directly with the supplier. Although I may have a few experiences in a certain thing, but I did not work with the agents directly.
did you try to find alternative payments methods except PayPal, because you mentioned that it's too expensive? PayPal exchange rate expensive,
Yes,
transmission.
yes, yes, yes,
Did you
yes.
try?
I tried. Um, I tried. But that would we pay. I think Alipay works on WeChat. So the problem with the other alternative, like I said, is always geared towards that market without catering out for outside that market. So for me, I have to have
Hello?
WeChat.
Uh-huh.
I have to incorporate the Alipay in WeChat. So it's a whole lot of process that for somebody who doesn't want to have any more social media accounts. Yeah, so
Okay, can you say please what problem arise when you tried to order goods from China? It's maybe long, maybe
import duties, import time, import
import,
duties, import
import,
time. Those are really
delivering, shipping.
yes. The delivery fees are so much. So by the time you deliver to Nigeria, you still have to pay for import duties on your own. So the delivery systems is another major problem. The delivery
Mm-hmm.
system with that market is another major problem. It's not like they use DHL or FedEx like every other person. So they use the local suppliers, and it gets to the airport. It's going to, if it doesn't go out the same day, it's going to get demurraged. So you have to pay for the extra days it spends within the airport. So these are things that affect the whole supply chain, and it just makes the process very cumbersome for anybody who wants to go into that chain to do
Mm-hmm.
it themselves. Find people
Mm-hmm.
actually saying, just go to DHL, send it to DHL, so they'll bring it to my doorstep.
Mm-hmm. Did you find a delivery company yourself, or did you go to the agent which provides these services? Maybe did you work with the logistic company?
No, so the supplier was the one that suggested uh this
Delivery
delivery.
company.
Yes. So yeah, I worked with the supplier because they're best to know how fast you can get it with different delivery systems.
Okay. How many times did you import goods from China in this year? 1, 2, 5 times. How many times did
Last
you?
year, 3 times. Last
How?
year, 3 times. Last year,
Last year, three
3 times.
times. 3 times.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. About the average amount which you imported, it's $1,000, $1 million, maybe
No,
average.
it's over $1,000. It's almost at $10,000 to $15,000.
From $10,000 to $15,000.
Yes, yes. In total, it's
Uh-huh.
from within the range of $10,000 to $15,000.
Yeah, it was too expensive commission, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, when you go to the PayPal, but if you want to top up PayPal, you should to how did you top up PayPal?
So I just put it to my bank account and I can withdraw from PayPal directly from my bank, which is one, or I can just use my card and pay for it.
What services do you have card?
I have the Monzo Bank card.
You
That's
have
UK.
Monzo, United
Yeah, I
Kingdom
have a
Bank.
Monzo Bank. Yes. And
Ah,
I used to have a Lloyd's. I used to have a Lloyd's Bank. In
Lloyd.
Asia, I have a Maybank account and an East West account.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm.
So I can
Why
use any
didn't
of
you? Okay, why
these.
didn't you make a directly Swift transmission from Monza to Chinese account? Because restriction on the Chinese side,
Yes.
uh, didn't they allow to accept more than $10,000?
So the supplier is, I think, is a small scale supplier, and he said he would prefer to have it on PayPal or on Alipay or on what's it called, or he wanted Western Union, but and then I'm like,
It's
we don't really, yeah,
uh-huh.
we don't use
it's
Western Union here anymore.
uh-huh.
So
It's requirements from the supplier side.
yes, yes.
But would you prefer to pay through Swift from
No, it's
the
still,
Monzo?
it's still an expensive process, and it takes 3 to 5 days to get to the supplier.
It's too much.
Yes, it's still an expensive process to do a direct bank transfer to China, and then it takes 3 to 5 days, and there's no guarantee that the money would go through in 3 to 5 days. It could get to China, and then the bank would reject it, and then it takes another 3 days to come back to the UK, which is just a whole long process. So you're burning out time.
What about the commission if you are going to send
The
a
commission
direct Swift?
for it's very expensive also. It's as expensive as PayPal, if not more.
More than PayPal. PayPal was cheaper
Yes.
than Monzo direct
And
payment from Monzo.
yes, yes.
Oh, it's crazy! It's crazy, guy. Okay, can you imagine how the ideal product which will solve this problem had to have to look like? Can you imagine? Because now
Easy
we are
to
what?
use.
Yeah, yeah.
Is very easy to use, easy to integrate, easy to fund. Um, so
Let's
if
to
you
let's to give more detail. What do you mean under easy to fund and easy to use?
I should be able to pay directly from my bank to
Nigeria
the
Bank.
like my local bank. Yes, my local Nigerian bank
Uh-huh.
to it. That's
Mm-hmm.
one. I should
Mm-hmm.
be able to have access to virtual or a physical card.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service should be top notch because
Mm-hmm.
for sometimes when mistakes are made, you need the customer service, if not 24/7, at least 18 hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? Being able to be the easiest form of payment for the Chinese market. So we want the Chinese market to be able to uh, take it as, oh, this is an easier form. The charges shouldn't be as much as as other intermediaries, and to just be a trusted partner, to be honest. Once that system is trusted and it's easy to use, it's going to catch on really fast in the market. So easy to use, it needs to be designed for the African market. There's a psychology behind that, and there's a whole psyche behind that. And I'm speaking as a front end designer. There's a whole psyche behind easy to use in the Nigerian market. I want to be able to fund their accounts in ABC. I don't want to go through rigorous process just to fund an account. Meaning by the time I'm done funding that account, I wouldn't even have time to shop or pay whoever. I want to be able to fund the account in, oh, I've verified my account, connect to bank accounts, transfer money to this account, simple, and it reflects on the e-wallet system. So I want to be able to fund my account that way, and I don't have to wait for so long before the money reflects in the account. So these are things that one needs. You need to gather a group of you need to understand that if you're going to design for this market, you have to cater to their fears. One, you have to cater to their psyche and how they think. They want an easy process. They want a process whereby if anything happens, can they get their money back?
If something went wrong.
Wrong, yes. Can I get my money back? They want a process whereby, okay, I think I want it to be this way. Whereby if they're dealing, okay, so you're an intermediary between the Chinese supplier and them. If it's an escrow format, the Chinese supplier is able to get 20% or 30% of the money to start. Once the supplier is done, he gets the remaining balance, and then the goods are shipped. For the supplier to be done, the supplier has to fulfill by sending the right documentation to the platform to actually collect the money. So whatever the milestones set, that's how the supplier gets access to the money.
Okay, understand. Thank you. When you pay your Chinese suppliers, did you pay in dollar or yuan?
Yes, dollars. Always
Dollars.
dollars. Yes.
Okay. Was any problems with communication with Chinese suppliers? Because many buyers said that there are a lot of communication problems because Chinese have elementary English and it's hard to explain some deep. Do you have something?
So for most of the suppliers on Alibaba, they use translators. That's one. Yeah, and two, some of them are in mainland China, which is Hong Kong. So they have people who can speak English or at least try to speak English.
Okay.
Yes.
What
So
kinds of goods did you order? What kind?
I ordered LED. I was making an onboard computer for a farm. So I ordered a bunch of Raspberry Pis and all its parts. And then I ordered LED screens and touch screen panels. Because I was building a small scale computer controlled farm. So I needed all the parts come from China. Yes, so that's one. And I ordered socks from my manufacturer. And I also ordered packaging for like produce from the farm.
Can you say please, what was the biggest problem which you faced too when you order in your Chinese suppliers? What was the biggest inconvenience and problems?
Aside payments, finding a payment solution and a shipping solution, every other part of it was good.
Okay, understand. when you paid using PayPal, the remittance was delivered immediately, right?
Yes.
No any delay problem.
No delay.
Okay, I understand. Gabriel, thank you. Actually, we launch, we are trying to focus our fintech startup on the e-commerce space and trying to solve the problem which you mentioned with high commission, high exchange rate, and etc. And we will be pleasure if we will be able to talk with you further. From our side, we will be ready to pay for your consultation. Maybe maybe we will work together. Maybe you will join us as a team member. I don't know if it will be potentially interesting. I will be keep you updated about our traction, and when we go to the next level, we can to talk again, and I will explain you what result we will get.
That's fine. Like I said, from the first time we connected on LinkedIn and you spoke about this, it is a beautiful idea, and I feel like you'll be solving the problem of over 10 to 15 to almost 40 to 50 million Africans. We depend on China for buying a lot of things. The only reason we don't buy this, so it would also encourage small scale import and manufacturing within
Yes.
the African market. All we need to do is just secure the pipeline and you have an inflow of, I see these being really big, and I won't mind being part of the team. I see this going really far. It's just so this is me, right? One of my major concern about startups is people get into startups to make money. People get into startups to change lives. Um, I'm in. I joined a startup because I want to solve a problem. And here
Yes.
you don't. Here you have a very big problem that's been overlooked over time. So it is, to me, this is very good that you're coming up with this idea and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do this. So whenever you need me, however you need me, please do let me know. I would love to come on board and make sure we can drive this home as soon as possible, because there's a lot of people who are small scale importers who go through this hard process every day.
Maybe can you share some contacts who can talk with and to ask questions about the main problems which they face to? Maybe 1-2 contacts which can talk with.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is how it is. I'm going to go on Instagram. The people who import from Chinese sites, and I'm going to reach out to them and see how I can get them to. I'll give you a feedback on LinkedIn, and so I could get them to be part of a call for a day, and then you can ask them all the questions, and then you just take the notes down, and it gives you a better picture or a 360 perspective to how to approach the problem.
Okay. If you will share the
So
contact, it will
I
be
could at
great.
least shortlist 3 to 5 people to be part of that call. We could schedule it for next week. Yeah, and I'll give you the updates within the week.
Okay, after that, after I will talk with them, I will back and to say you which I got, which insights I have got.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to shortlist them from Instagram because that's where you have a lot of these vendors who buy things from China. So once I'll just reach out to them on the page. Please, I'll create a small uh, 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 you know what? This is the best bet. Can you give me a few questions? Because they may not be available to be on the call, but what we can do is to create a questionnaire.
Text the questions which I would like to ask.
Yes. I'm just going to make a Google form, and I could either reach out to the ones who cannot be part of the call. We would just have them be part of, just take the Google form so you can see the problems that these people face and understand how to solve the problems better.
Okay, of course.
Yeah, so
You mentioned about Instagram. Do you have any group in Instagram, or did you recommend me
there
to
are no
find
groups on
vendors?
Instagram, just individual sales pages for people who import, uh, like kitchen items, plastic items, household
Yeah,
items.
yes,
There are pages on Instagram for that. For people who import Crocs, shoes, things like that, you have pages for them. So those are the people I want to reach out to. Um, Facebook may have groups. I would check on Facebook to see if I can find any information on Facebook for those groups, and I'll let you know.
okay, Gabriel. It will be great. Moreover, we will pay you for each interview which we will make for them. I will be ready to pay them. $10, $50 for each interview which we will make with them. As well, I will say you about the insight which we will got.
Okay, that's not a problem. I'm going to let them know also. So it's not free. Maybe that would be a better incentive for them.
Okay, Gabriel, agreed.
So I would give you an update as soon as possible over Instagram per se
Okay,
via, and then we over LinkedIn, sorry. I'm looking at
LinkedIn.
I'm looking at a few pages of people that import things from China, and I know they import things from China because I can see that most of these products are on AliExpress.
Okay,
So
it will
so
be
I'll
great.
just go through this and then I'll reach out to them and then I'll give you feedback.
Okay, agree. Gabriel, thank you for your time and have a nice day. I
All
will
right, thank
send you,
you.
now I will send you a link on our services. We will present you virtual USD card, which you can to use pay globally. You can to pay for Alibaba, AliExpress, and etc. As well, you can to receive money from United Kingdom, United States, and to withdraw it to your local bank account in Naira. You can to use it. I will send you now a link. It's our services which we launched several months ago. We will try out it. Maybe if you will have any recommendation how to improve it, text me directly. As well,
Okay.
when you register on Lemons, please text in our support and text that you are from Dmitry, and my manager activates your account for free and top up your $15 for our conversation.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Quick one. Can you use it to pay for Apple subscriptions?
Come again?
Can you use it to pay for like an iCloud subscription or Apple services?
No.
So that's another market that you need to look into.
Okay.
Nigeria currently, or most African countries currently has a high amount of youths. I'll give you an example of Nigeria. We have a bunch of companies that have virtual cards, but none of those virtual cards can pay on Apple services.
Yeah, you can to pay. You can to pay any subscription. You can to pay for Netflix, Facebook, Google Ads, and etc. Apple Music.
Okay.
You can to
So
use it for
I'm
pay.
gonna try it on Apple, and if it works, you be rest assured to have over 15 to 20 to if not 15 to 20 million people because you have a young population who do not have access to
Yeah, I
paying
know.
for services.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that's a
We'll
good one.
try out. It works. It
All
works
right, no
because
problem.
yeah, we have 30 seconds because limitation on Zoom. Our conversation
Yes.
will end now. I will send you link, register, text our support. You are from Dmitry, my manager, activate your account and you will use it. If any question,
All
text
right.
me in LinkedIn or text in support. Okay?
All right, no problem. Thank you, Dimitri.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day.